Good morning, guys, and welcome to Fox House Creations, where I am going to make a couple videos. It's actually Saturday morning, but by the time you see at least one video, it'll be Sunday, because you can see all of the stuff behind me. The green plaid bag is my to-go bag. It has my crafting stuff in it that I take with me on our Saturday outing, just in case I have time to work on a project. And then all of that stuff behind me is stuff that I'm going to be mailing out. For example, the heart patterned fabric there is going to Erica and Chrissy from Little Crafty Kitty. And then I have some patterns that I'm going to be sending Tina of Tina's Reborns. Just a lot of stuff that I'm going to start mailing out. And making this announcement because on one day of my vacation, see, and that's the other thing, I'm going to be making a lot of different videos throughout my vacation. I've got everything planned. Thursday or Friday, the 12th of March, I have a doctor's appointment whereupon they possibly might do surgery on my big toe. So if they do that, then I'm going to be down for like 2 or 3 days, not able to do much of anything but craft. So I'll probably take advantage of that. Anyhow, I'm going to make this short because I tend to just ramble. I'm going to be doing a big giveaway. Now, when I say a big giveaway, it's not going to be a grand prize. It will just be several small, easy to mail, not expensive prizes like stencils. Maybe I'll get a chance to cut out some kits, things like that, things that I can put in an envelope and mail for less than $1. So that's going to happen. And I'll be purging my dollhouse tomorrow while you guys are watching these videos. Okay, so I have a funny story to tell you guys, because today I'm going to actually, while I'm finishing up the sink and bathtub, I'm going to be prepping the pieces for the stained glass French doors in the Arthur. And I am working on patterns from the Quilters what is the name of this? It's the Quilters something. I'm just going to use one pattern. But I went to copy the pattern, which the one I'm going to use is this one. But I went to copy it, and all of this green stuff came out. Can you see that? And all of this dark green blob here and this green blob there. And I'm like, what in the world is going on with my printer? So I printed another sheet, and it got jammed on the right side. So I thought, well, I'm probably off to Walmart to buy a new printer. But lo and behold, what happened is I have a plant. And hang on, I'll show you that plant. Okay, this plant had fallen down into the paper feeder of my printer. Now, I only know this plant by one name, and I don't want to say it because to me it's kind of offensive. It's just, look it up. It's called a wandering, but I don't like to use that term. So anyhow, that's it. That fell down into my printer and caused that. So I had to turn the printer upside down, take the little clip out, and clean. And lo and behold, I also found a piece of Scotch tape and a paper clip in there. So I have to talk to my family about being careful. Okay, at any rate, I chose this pattern because it's called Southwestern Skies. And I was thinking maybe something really flowery, but then I realized my paint color isn't frilly or flowery. It's more geometric, southwesterny. So that's why I chose the last pattern. Now, what we're going to do is go down to where the pattern's lying, and I will be getting some transparency paper, and we're going to try and reproduce this pattern by my thumb in stained glass. So it will look, I think, actually pretty cool. I just have to make sure I get it centered. And I actually want to put those long rectangular sides in there, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it to the transparency and then go over it and do what I need to do. So I'm going to grab the transparency paper and we'll get started, and when we come back we'll be facing down. Okay, we will be working on this pattern, and what I'm going to do is I had thought about outlining it in black, and I probably should because I'm going to need some sort of a, how do I want to say this? When I actually put in the paint, I'm going to need this to stand out somehow. So I should, I think, see how much that stands out. Incorporate that black in there. Along with, and we may be doing this, whoopsie, that didn't work out so good. Let me get some alcohol and clean that. We may be doing this several times before we get it right. Alcohol erasers, gotta love it. So I think I will take my finest black, and I have this super, 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 super thin paintbrush. Is that it? I probably should have gotten these first. This one's pretty good for drawing. This one I used when I was drawing the shingles on that little house, so that one might work good. And this one will definitely work good. And then I need this black paint. And I got the gray paint. And I got this green that I have to mix with the gray right here. Oh, y'all can't see that. Let me see if I can get you in a little closer. Sorry. That might work. I may have to lower the camera. So if I do, I'll pause it. And then I have this copper, which I'm going to use because I'm going to make the, oh, not copper. Well, yeah, I might put copper in there because copper is a Southwest color. I might change my bathroom faucets to copper. Paint them copper. The jury's still out on the copper, but for sure I want to do the black, the gray, and the green. And they're right there. So first we're going to start out with the black. And basically all I'm going to do is go over these outlines. So I'm going to do one set and then we'll come back. Okay, we are back. Sorry about the bouncing of the camera. And I have now got the, to pick the whole thing up, the pattern traced in with the black acrylic paint. So now you see the difference between not painted and painted. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a little of this green paint that I made with the gray. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to do green, gray, green, gray, green, gray, green. These guys I have to pick kind of a neutral color that won't match, and I think I might do the inside a neutral color or go, I don't know, I'll mix it up as I go, but I want it to be, definitely want it to have a specific pattern. I just don't want to go willy-nilly and screw it all up. So I'm going to get the paint mixed and I'll be right back. Okay, I feel like I want to do one color at a time because I think this stuff is going to dry really quick. So I decided I'm going to do these guys all gray. And I'll probably do these guys gray and these guys gray, and then I'll go a green, gray, green. Yeah, green, gray, green, so it's kind of mixed up. So the squares are definitely going to be, and I found out yesterday, just dabbing this stuff on and letting it dry is the best way to do this. So that's how I'm going to do it until I get all my squares covered in and let those dry. And they do kind of dry sticky. So I thinned this one down. I put less paint, more of the medium, as it's called. And I think because I do like this so well, I'm definitely going to go back to the Dollar Tree. If you can believe it, that's where I got it. I'm definitely going to go back to the Dollar Tree and buy about 4 or 5 more bottles. Because this is so much less expensive than the real resin. It dries, like it says, like a resin. So for things like this, rather than to waste, not waste, but that was a bad choice of words, but rather than use up the expensive stuff, I can use this for things like this. Okay, so I would say green, gray, green. Yeah, these little pieces are going to be gray. And you know, for the price, if I get this done and then I say, I don't like it, I can chunk it. You know, I could throw it away, guys. But I really like how this is looking. And of course I jumped that border there, but I can go back in once it's dry and put those borders back in real easy. But they kind of hold in that paint too. So I think I'm going to like this. I think I chose the right pattern. And I will make 4 of these. Let them dry. Cut them out. And put them in the house. In the door. So you see how this is going. And I really think I like it. I'm pretty excited. So you guys have to tell me what you think in the comment section. And so again, all this is transparency paper, which I found at our Habitat for Humanity Restore. And I got it at a super great bargain. And so I'm not very good at calculating on the spot, but I'd say for definitely less than $1, I now have, I think that I'm not going to do this side in gray. I think I'm going to do a different color. And I'm going to see if I can't get this put into a little container so I don't waste it, this leftover. Okay, guys, that's the gray. I got to come back and do the green. And I think I'll choose 2 different color greens. One for the sides there, these long skinny rectangulars, and a different color for inside there. So that's how that gets made. Pretty simple. Okay, now that you know how it's done, I'm going to go ahead and stop here and post this video because we're already 15 minutes in. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next one.